Hello Aries, welcome to your January 2022 reading. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I did pre-shuffle the cards, but I'll shuffle them once or twice on the camera so you guys can see it for good measure. And I'm going to take a risk and have my window open. I like the cool breeze, but I realize there could be something that happens. Last time a Christmas parade of all things came into this sleepy neighborhood of mine. I don't know why. Alright, that should be enough. Alright, Aries. We're going to do a horseshoe spread. Yeah. We're going to do a horseshoe spread. I could do a relationship one-on-one spread and then pull some cards if you have a specific person you're thinking of. And I have some angel advice cards if you want them too. Over to the side. Alright, my Aries. So we got a horseshoe spread, so that means this is your past, present, future 3 to 4 months out. This is you in a nutshell. This is your environment. This is your hopes or your fears, and this is your 12-month outcome. And I'll pull one of these for advice. Alrighty. Oh, you can't see these all. So, it looks like in the past you were in a relationship where there was imbalance. You might have been giving in everything you could to this relationship, and the other person wasn't giving anything back in return. Oftentimes when this card comes up, it tends to be you might have even been spending more money on them, essentially trying to buy their love or try to buy time with them, and they were happy to take the money and the time and the efforts you were putting in, but they just didn't give anything back. With the Prometheus card, I kind of think it's more like they might have known what they were doing, because it's like cunning in reverse is the thing. So maybe they kind of were realizing this was what the case was, but they just let it happen anyways because they just wanted it. Okay. So this is your present situation. It looks like there's a lot of illusions and choices in front of you. And you're not really sure what to do. Let me see. Okay. So it looks like right now, yeah, there's a lot of illusions and choices, and you're probably going to have to pull back and try to figure things out. You're going to have to decide what's a good choice, what's a bad choice for yourself. It's always your choice in the situation. And it looks like you might be fighting your natural urge maybe to like you might have a natural urge to kind of like fight or flight, or to like kind of kick up some dust, if that makes sense. And you're trying to choose the right path, even if it is against your gut reaction of to fight or flight. Alrighty. So here we got your 3 to 4 month outcome. It looks like you might be struggling in 3 to 4 months. I'm sorry to say that. I hate when I get these cards for my own readings, but they happen, and eventually it'll cycle back to something better. So it looks like you might be trying to force something to work. You might be hoping and wishing and praying. You might even be actually using the tools at your disposal to try to get something to work. And that could be tying into the money thing again. You might be trying to just get something to come together, and you can't get it to come together. And it's going to be a false victory. It might even work for a short term, but it's not going to be a real victory. It won't be genuine. And I would actually see this as more of a loss or a defeat because it's in the reverse. Alright, so in a nutshell, Aries, it looks like you have some mental clarity. Maybe you figured something out recently. You figured out the truth. Maybe your mind is just clear now. You cut down maybe some of the lies in your life, which just makes sense because that's paired with this doubtfulness. So instead of being doubtful, you might be sure about something now. So that's always nice to... There's nothing more stronger than the truth for me. Alright, this is your environment, Aries. This is not necessarily something in your control, but it can affect you and kind of bleed into your situation. It looks like around you, actually, I mean, there's nothing too bad. It looks like there's a lot of money around you. Maybe, I mean, that just could be the Christmas season, all the gifts around you, and around the people in your household. It looks like pretty straightforward energy, so that's always supportive, you know, of having a relationship that you want to have a supportive, straightforward energy. This is your hopes or your fears. I kind of want to say these are both fears, actually, in this case. So it looks like you're fearing having to make a decision or having someone make a decision about you. You don't want that to happen. I guess because you're afraid the decision won't be in your favor. And it looks like you're fearing the good times being over. You're fearing not being able to get together with your friends. You're fearing some sort of fight between your friends or a fight at a party. Something about not wanting to lose the social like network or the social unit that you have. So it could be maybe, I mean, this is a romance forecast. It could be maybe that your romantic interest is somehow involved with your social network, and if you have any trouble with the romance, maybe you're afraid it's going to affect your friends too. Okay, Aries, so this is your 12-month outcome. So this is an interesting combination. Normally this would be about a higher commitment or spiritual connection. It could even be like a marriage card or just something that's taken to the next level. It is upside down, so that's a little curious to me. I'll get another card in a second. We have that paired with Penelope reunion, which is actually means that there could have been someone that you lose within the next 12 months that will actually come back to you. It could be maybe there was someone from the past. See if I get another card. But there's definitely someone coming back into reunion. So if there was a fight, or there's going to be a fight in the future, it looks like it might be resolved. Yeah, this card, it's a pretty powerful card. I've seen one of my friends who was like on the verge of divorce, and then he got back together. So it's a pretty powerful card when there's a reunion. Let's see. Let me pull another card. I'm trying to figure out more about this guy upside down. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe that reunion is kind of shocking. Maybe like they might come out of the blue. They might ask you for that commitment and you weren't expecting it. it looks like a stable offer. Oh, you can't even see the cards. It looks like a stable offer in this 12-month outcome. So, I mean, that's pretty good. Alright. So, let's see. I pulled this card as advice to you. It is safe for you to love, but it was upside down. So I'm actually going to take that as maybe right now is not the best time to be loving. I know that's not advice people want to hear, but sometimes that's what happens. And it could be accurate, because if you're in a situation where you're trying to figure out what's a good love, what's a bad love, what do I want, what's not healthy for me, you know, you can't put your guard down until you've tossed out the cup that you don't really need or want or should allow in your life. So once you take out the chaff, then you can put down your guard. Okay, so this is your general forecast in romance relationships. Let me shuffle the cards for a second. Just give me 1 second. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to shuffle the cards off camera because I don't want you to see me endlessly shuffling. Alright, I wanted to do a specific spread for you for relationship one-on-one. So if there is a specific person you have in mind, this will be helpful to you. Push these off. Okay. So we got you, the current, the person you're thinking of, the past shared energy, the present shared energy, the future shared energy. I'm going to brush up these on camera. Alrighty. And then we'll do the same over here. Interesting. Okay. So if you have a specific person in mind, Aries, I keep doing this off center. Okay. So you, in a nutshell, well, it looks like you're having a lot of fun, and we did see this card come out in your hopes and fears of not wanting the fun to be over. So you could be in party mode. Tonight is December 31st, the end of the year, so you might even have a good party planned out for you. And it looks like you're full of passion and energy, so I mean, you had to get that energy out of you somehow. So that looks pretty fun for you in general. This is your partner. If you do need to switch the two sides, you can. Since it's a general reading, it has to serve a lot of people. So it looks like your partner is having a lot of fun partying too. It looks like their parties or festivities might be a little bit smaller or more intimate. And it looks like they might not like to party as hard as you do, from what I'm seeing. Because here you got the wine glass over here, and here this guy's like rejecting the wine. So it could be like maybe they have a sober party and you want to get full on drunk. Or something to that nature. Like, you know, maybe you just dive deeper and they want to stay a little bit more proper in their energy right now. For the shared energy of the past, let's see. Well, it looks like maybe you guys failed to give each other gifts, as strange as that sounds, or maybe you gave the wrong gifts. There's some sort of, because this is gifts upside down, and we got Page of Cups, so it's like someone tried to hand over a gift and it wasn't accepted or received, or it wasn't the right gift. An interesting thing that might be affecting your relationship. Perhaps one of you thought the other one should have realized or known what was supposed to be given as a gift, and it didn't happen. Maybe someone was expecting something, and you know, the other person just couldn't read the other person's mind. And the current shared energy. Well, this is interesting. Trickery. So there could be something right now that's sneaky or hidden. It could be even like a planned surprise, something like, you know, Maybe the gift that was supposed to be given is hidden, and it's gonna pop out soon. Something is not in clear sight right now, and someone's trying to make a decision on whether they maybe want to give it to them or not. Maybe they held back a gift. It's very interesting that this would come up in a romance reading. It's very specific. And then I got the future for you guys of the shared energy. It looks like someone might say something that they regret. We got here the word carelessness, and we have this kind of smoke or, gas looking stuff coming out of a mouth. And we also got the star reversed, which means typically like wish fulfillment, hopes and dreams and healing, but now it's upside down, so it's like the opposite, like something happened that might be hurtful, a dream might be missed, something might be off the mark, something that you weren't wanting to happen will happen. So I'm not sure what kind of, there might be something that happens, like some sort of word comes out that's not supposed to, or someone says something that they're not supposed to. So I guess you got a heads up on that. If you think that could be you, just make sure you're very mindful of your words, and you could change the future as you want it. It is your future to have. Alrighty, so let me pull these off to the side. Okay, so yeah, I'll do these next. If you have a specific person in mind, these are some cards that might be helpful to you. Alright, so we both know I'm not the one for you. And don't forget, these are messages from the person to you. Sometimes the other person, that's what they feel, or that's what they think, but that might be what's in their mind. It might not necessarily be the spiritual truth, but that's the truth for them, if that makes sense. Okay. I fear that you will reject me, but it's upside down. So when cards are upside down, I sometimes see that as it's the opposite or the extreme of that card. So we'll see how that plays out when I read the other cards. I daydream about a life with you. I am not over you. Upside down. I watch you on social media. Upside down. I admire you. Please acknowledge me. I love you. I'm sorry I left while you were young. Upside down we got you did not break me. We will be together again. I wondered how far this would go. So it looks like kind of the overall theme from the person you're thinking of. It looks like they might be not feeling that they're worthy of you. And it's up to them whether they define if they meet your expectations and they meet your standards. If they're doing something that is not worthy, that, could be like something on their mind that they don't deserve you. It looks like they might be watching you on social media a lot, and that might be the only way they feel they can get information about you. They might not even be they might not be able to forgive themselves if they said or did something and they left you, if they did something to hurt you. And if they have not forgiven themselves, they certainly can never feel that they are worthy of approaching you again. They do see that they want to be with you again, so maybe if they can work on whatever issue was holding them back, they will allow themselves to be with you again if they find themselves worthy once they fix whatever's going on. They might not even yeah, they might even know that they were pushing the limits and pushing the boundaries of the situation, and they knew they were probably doing something a little wrong here, but they did it anyways just to see how far you would let them take it. Well, that's pretty bleak. Here, I'll pull a few more cards. These are just cards I liked and made for myself already. Alrighty, so additional messages. You are too proud for me, upside down. So maybe, actually, I think they might have been the one with the pride issue. We have different spiritual beliefs. I think that speaks for itself. I like to play games. It was NSA. And sometimes I'll even see NSA was, they didn't, not necessarily a one-night stand, but it could be like they just didn't or a lot of emotion into a situation. They didn't have a lot of long-term foresight into a situation. I was too slow. So maybe they were too slow to step up to the plate when you needed them or wanted them. Maybe you needed their help. Or did you just maybe just wanted them to be that partner that was equal to you. I am guarded. I wear armor. I am devoted to you. But these are upside down, so sometimes, like I was saying, it could be either it's the opposite or it could be to the extreme. I'm going to see the I am guarded and I wear armor as to the extreme. And then I am devoted to you. That could be either way. That's up for you to interpret. They might be not at all devoted to you or extremely devoted to you, depending on how you want to see that. Alrighty. But if you're not, I have some angel advice cards for you, so I don't leave you on such a dark note. I decided to bring out all of my decks because, I mean, I already paid for them, so might as well. So, I'll need to mute myself on Builder. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. So maybe if you're, you could take that as two ways. Maybe you want to take a break from a relationship or not think about a relationship so much and actually work on some sort of project on your own with your own hands. A house project, a pet project, a hobby, something you've always wanted to do. You got a new year right behind you, and the new moon's going to help you really get the momentum that you want. The new moon will let you start slinging and finish it in 2 weeks, or you could start slinging and finish it in 6 months, whichever kind of time frame that you need, because again, the new moon will then pair with a full moon within 6 months. And we got clear quartz. Let's see. Let yourself feel all your emotions. Your entire rainbow spectrum of feeling is sending you an important message and guidance. So, yeah, I mean, clear quartz is a very easy to obtain quartz crystal if you're willing to wear it on a ring, necklace, earrings, and that could be a physical manifestation to you to remind you about this message that there's a whole spectrum of life out there. Not to just focus on one part, not to just focus on pain or suffering or love. You could focus on the whole spectrum and tap into all of that. Gentleness. Archangel Sandophon, Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. You know, I had shuffled these cards, but when I had pulled them out of the box, this was the one that that flew out at the beginning. That's kind of funny. Interesting. So I pulled this as advice. Sometimes I'll pull these as like interpretations of the situations, but I did specifically pull this as advice. So the person you're thinking about, yes, this is your soulmate. Maybe they just need to get their act together before they, you know, approach you again. And I pulled this as advice too. I don't really use these cards because they're just so big and hard to like handle and fit. Odysseus, the journey. So maybe this advice could be like to go on a journey on your own, to go on a vacation, or to make plans to go towards a goal that you're seeking, and enjoy the journey, enjoy the process, and as much as you'll enjoy the end result or accomplishment. Let's see. And here, I got a few more cards if you want them. So if you are looking to try something new in bed, I'll pull a few cards. Oh my god. And okay, well, these two came out together. Oh my god, 3 came out together. Alright, I just wanted to pull some of these cards just in case you wanted them. Fellatio, Cage, Golden Shower, Threesome, and Backdoor. So I do have a diverse amount of cards in here. Some of them are more vanilla, and some of them are, you know, more kinky. So these are ideas for you to try if you want. It's up to you. And I have, I guess, one more thing. If you do have a question of when will something happen, or what will something happen by, I'll just pull 1 or 2 of these cards. I'll give you a choice of A and B. So you could choose between A and B, or pick 2 situations. We got September and February. Okay, so well, that's all I have for you, Aries. I hope that helps, and I'll see you again perhaps next month. Okay, bye.